which is new business for the advisory council. We could have some discussion about the budget. Helen, you wanted to kick that off or lead that conversation? This is Helen speaking. Specifically to Director Weesaw. We did talk about the current budget, which means, right now we're in the 2013-2014 budget year. So in October 1st or September 30th, we will begin the 2014/2015 budget year. So we really haven't discussed that budget. We have talked about 2015-2016. But for the 2014-2015 budget, does DODHH have a line item for that budget year?
Yes, this is Matt speaking. The department has, the division has a line item. The division has always had a line item. The current year, I think you heard me say $771,000. That ends September 30th. The budget for the fiscal year 14-15 is $785. Basically, that increase is for raises. No additional monies was appropriated for the division. So the process, as I indicated earlier, it has just begun for the 15-16 budget. So, and I don't know how many of you follow the news, the fine print of the news, but there's been this discussion of a tax issue which is going to the Supreme Court, that if the court rules against the state will cost us $1 billion. That happens, hang on, because that's $1 billion in general fund monies. And all of the division's funds are general fund dollars. And I think out of about a $16 million budget, we're probably maybe 4 or 5 million in general fund. So the bulk of our money is federal dollars. So if we take a big hit on general fund dollars, we're going to be in trouble. Does that help you out?
Yes.
Oh,
thank you.
Just a correction. Lori just corrected me. We're 12 million in general fund, 2 million federal. My mistake.
I'm sorry.
Well, approximately 12 million general fund, 2 million federal.
Any additional comments, Helen?
You mentioned a subcommittee and a representative from Jackson. Can you explain who that is and what you meant by that?
Sure. If you go to the website and you look for civil rights, the budget for civil rights, you won't find it. We're in general government. You've got to look into general government, which is a very large line item, and then specifically look for civil rights in that. General government is broken down into different subcommittees under the appropriations process. Our representative, Representative Earl Pileski from Jackson, is our subcommittee chair. He's the guy that I have to talk to on the House side to try to get him to support an increase. I'm just going to tell you what happened. When I got to be the director, which was 10 months ago, 10 months ago today, but I don't know who's keeping track besides me, I went in and introduced myself to those folks that we were going to be dealing with, and Representative Pileski was one of them. I thought I had an inroad, and I'll talk a little bit, see some things are moving fast now, burn some time for it. I thought I had an inroad with Earl because in my previous work as a state trooper, I was assigned to Jackson, and his dad was an FBI agent, and I worked with his dad. So I thought, okay, we're going to start off this conversation with that and get some warm and fuzzies going. I don't mind telling you that didn't work. Basically, he told me, you are my smallest budget. I I don't want any problems. Don't create any problems for me. That's how I view money. So clearly I have more work to do to try to get his support for increases. But that subcommittee recommendation then goes to full approach, and from there it gets supported by the full House and then over to the Senate. So that's kind of how that works.
Okay, Helen. Yes, thank you very much. And Matt, this is Mel. Thank you for that explanation and for killing some time for me. Okay, anyone like to make a comment on this subject?